We're back! Hello everybody! It's been a long time, hasn't it? We're back at last in our new setting and everything.
Yes.
It's been... God, how long has it been since our last stream?
It's been 9 months, I think.
9 months since we last streamed.
Since we were doing the Yakuza stuff in our old house. So we've got...
And that wasn't even streamed either, was it?
No, it was. Like when we watched the Yakuza movies.
Oh, that stuff, yes.
Yeah. Who have we got with us? We've got Kel, Logan, Trey, Steph, Pam. Yay!
Good to see you all.
The gang's back.
The gang is back.
I'm
very happy to see the time has definitely come. I have been chomping at the bit to do this for quite a while because I finished this. God, when did I finish? Actually, you know what? There's going to be a visual cue on this when I'm loading my saves up because I got my save from when.
Have a look. Check it out. See how long how long it was since you finished it. It's definitely, I would say, a few weeks, if not a month.
Yeah, a couple of months, possibly.
Yeah, have a look.
Well, we'll have a look as part of this, but yeah, obviously I've been waiting for you to finish it as well, because then we'd be able to just talk about stuff, right? You know, the idea of this, you know, it's a hard mode playthrough, and hard mode's only unlocked when you've played the game, so we're going to be talking about stuff in the game. Spoilers for those who haven't played the game, just so you're warned.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, we're going to be talking spoilers throughout this playthrough.
Yes,
so if you're finding us after we've live streamed later on, then
you have been warned.
You have been warned. We are not going to be holding back. We're going to be talking about OG stuff. We're going to be talking about just If you haven't played the original, maybe save this until another time.
Yeah, until you have. Yes, that would be good. So what are we going to do with this? So obviously it's hard mode. So I have been spending the time since finishing it and waiting for Kaz to finish it, like just mopping up all sorts of stuff in this. Not everything, but everything trophy related, apart from one trophy, obviously the platinum as well, which is clear everything or all the chapters on hard difficulty. So we're going to do that obviously on this series of streams, and that means the platinum will unlock when we get through it, which will be very, very nice.
Hopefully you guys can join us for that journey, and we can all celebrate when Sherbs gets the platinum.
And I'll just be like, yes! Hopefully at the end. But I'm also hoping, because there's all the manuscripts that you can get throughout, and there's only so many of those you can actually get just by doing the story, so I'm planning on doing all the side quests again in hard mode to get the manuscripts for that, because I'd like to tick that off as well. And also, and this is a spoiler for those who may not necessarily done this, all the Genji equipment that you get following the whole Proto-Relics quest, or the ability to transmute those, I've not done those yet, because you need materials from all of the legendary hunts in each of the regions.
On hard mode.
You need to do them again on hard mode, because they give you different components.
Okay, cool.
And you need those to transmute the Genji equipment. And I'd quite like to do those as well, purely from the point of view of, I just want to say I've done it. Even if I'm not necessarily going to use them, even if I don't need it for a trophy or anything like that, I just want to do this. So bear with us. We're out of practice. I can see that a load of stuff's happening in the chat already, and I've missed all of it, so I do apologise.
Manabia says, oi, 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 nice to see you again. And 2Js don't recognise your username, so welcome if you're new here.
Yep.
And Pam's already got to swing the banhammer, so
excellent.
She's happy.
Oh, that didn't take long. We've been going for what? We've been chatting for 5 minutes? Not even that. And you've been able to swing the banhammer already. Yeah. I am just like old times, eh? It's good to be back.
It is good to be back. So let's crack on and see when it was you last completed the game.
Yes, let's find out. I'm seeing what Kel's saying at the moment. You're partway through the original game. Oh, you're partway through. You're watching us play it, which is very kind of you. Thank you. You don't mind. You're just excited for snowboarding in the third and final part. Well, hopefully they'll include that. I'd be very surprised if they don't include that. Of course, we've probably got a few years to wait for all that, haven't we?
I tell you what, though, I absolutely loved Rebirth, like even more so than Remake, and I feel like everything they did was just such a love letter to the original, but they managed to just improve it. Everything, I absolutely loved it.
Yep. I loved all the little references, so we'll point them out as we're going through. As they go, I love that. Obviously, all the various things that happen which will inspire conversation, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right, so when was it that we did this? I'm going to do it from the load menu. So these are all my auto saves. I was going back, so I'll be starting off in chapter 12, but I'll skip straight back to chapter 1 so we can start. So yeah, End of the World was Yep. For 11th of April, that was. So that is 2.5 months ago.
And you know what? Was it February the 29th that Rebirth came out?
Yes.
So we're playing it
on June the 29th.
June the 29th.
4 months after.
4 months after.
I'm sorry you've had to wait so long for that. In some ways, because of the way that they did it with all the exploration and stuff like that, I don't know whether this has necessarily worked in our sort of traditional Let's Play style. And obviously, if we'd done it as a stream, you're obviously open
You're
to
risking spoilers and
the dickheads out there will come along and say, "Oh, this is what happens." So as you can see, I've been playing a fair bit. So like, it was 104 hours I had once I finished it. I'm now at 197 hours.
Wow. I mean, I know you've been putting the time in, but I hadn't realised it was quite that much.
Yeah. Well, remember the last of the combat stuff, which was bloody hard. You know, I'm not like expert level at this at all, but there were a lot of retries on those. So not surprising that the play count is as big as that. Let's put it that way. So I will load that up. Obviously, we're not going to be starting here because we're going to be jumping straight back to the beginning. Before we do that, so a couple of other things as well to bear in mind. I'm going to be keeping Cloud with the Buster Sword all the way through, just so we can see all of the cutscenes with him holding the Buster Sword. You know, all the times when you're doing that, I just feel like I want to see him all
with
like that, which would be cool. If you're interested, let's have a look at the play log. So this is where we're at. So as you can see, the big one at the top there, 88 out of 88 for the treasure trove.
Fair play, because that was tough.
I was felt very accomplished when that happened.
As soon as we got to the gold saucer and we had that beat 'em up game, like, did you guys struggle with that? That was so difficult. Hello, Wood.
Hello, hello.
It has been a minute. Good vibes indeed.
Just a minute, yeah, indeed. Yeah. Of course, there was the old pause trick for that, which I didn't employ until, like, the very last one. I just thought, fuck this, I've had enough of trying to guess. I'm just going to do it. So, yes, the 3D Brawler game was a pain in the arse, but yes, did that, and then had to replay, like, all the Proto-Relic, the Fort Condor, the whole Gears and Gambits, and
I quite enjoyed that.
And then, obviously, the Cactua Crush challenges, do all of those on hard mode as well. There was a time I think you heard me raging at one of the Cactua Crush ones because it was just being an absolute bitch to me that day, and I think you heard me going from upstairs. You're like, what the fucking hell are you doing? And then there was the time when you were sat downstairs with me. I tried the other one, and on my first attempt at doing that one, I was like 20 points short of hitting the 6,000. Fuck. So yeah, so this was this is where we're at. Obviously not done absolutely everything. I was actually going through doing chapter 12 again to like knock this, sort of do all the different day companions to have that there. Strongest bond stuff on, I've not got anyone there yet, but it's somewhere very close.
Important question.
Yes.
Who are we going to try and date this time?
Well, remember, of course, I do have the option to just pick it.
You do have the option, but okay. Do you want it to be Tifa, or I haven't seen the date with Tifa. I got Aerith in my playthrough.
Yes, well, I got Tifa in mine. Yeah, and I would be quite keen to make that happen again.
Okay,
because I'm closey and all that. Yeah. But at the same time, open to suggestions because I've seen them. I've looked at all of them on YouTube anyway, so I've seen them. But yeah, there are some very funny ones in there. Yeah. Pam, you got Red. Very good. Well, to be fair, if Red was your closest companion, then fair enough, right? So.
Wow, I didn't realise you could get Red.
That's all the suggestions.
Barrett, I knew because in the original you could get Aerith, Tifa, Barrett, or I think Yuffie.
Yeah, you could get Yuffie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Red's an extra, and then others. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything more about that, but if you've seen that one, pretty funny.
Manabia,
Val, hello.
Hello, Val. What's up? Happy to see you too. Yeah, Manabia, we didn't post our first playthrough of it. We decided not to. We just moved house.
We were actually not doing anything on this,
I wasn't sure whether we'd be continuing the channel at that point because of my work. So, very happy that we can. But yeah, but it also meant that we could play through Rebirth just on our own time, and it was really nice actually. But we are glad we're back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm going to leave that as Tifa for now.
Okay, cool.
but obviously I can change it in advance of Chapter 12. So we will see. It's lovely to see you all again, everybody. And Pam, I was actually thinking like a couple of days ago when we were thinking, Pam, I've not heard from you for a while. Obviously, I was sort of nattering away in the Discord. Realised I've not heard from you for a while. It's lovely to see you on the chat again, and everybody else, of course, who we haven't seen for a while. I am waffling away. Should we just fucking get on with this? Right, here we go. So, obviously, you can see all the manuscripts, which I think are for basically all the bosses.
Right.
We're going to do. So, I was thinking like a chapter a stream. But I guess we'll see. You know, we'll see how long each one takes.
See how it goes. I mean,
exactly.
See how difficult. Has anybody else tried hard mode?
I remember, Steph, I think I heard you say you tried hard mode, and then you said that, yeah, the first boss was a pig.
Yeah.
As you can see, I mean, I'm like max leveled, and you know, it's probably not going to be, well, famous last words. You know, I've had a bit of a preview of hard mode stuff through doing the hard mode challenges in the combat simulator.
Yeah.
But obviously not done any of the main game in hard mode.
Yeah.
There are some moments, some parts of the story, I must admit, I'm a little worried about.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. It might be absolutely fine.
Fran, we've both played our first playthrough of Rebirth. We finished it a few weeks ago.
You finished yours a few weeks ago, didn't you?
And Sherbs finished it about a month or
two. 2.5 months ago I finished mine.
Was it really that long? Okay,
yes,
right.
11th of April, as we established.
Oh yes, we established that. Yeah.
We did. Right, chapter selection. So, chapter 1. So, I think basically how this works, this will not overwrite your save data's quest completion status. So it'll reset it all. You can play every odd job from the beginning, but it doesn't reset everything to the point of being like, oh yeah, you've lost everything now. So I am going to go with reset all quest data.
Dynamic. Oh no,
it has to be hard.
Has to be hard.
To be hard. So hard it is. Play on hard difficulty. You'll need to restart the chapter to change the difficulty once you begin.
Nope. We're doing it.
We are doing it. Let's go.
I'm excited to see this again, actually.
And we get to see all the cutscenes and everything. There's not going to be any skipping or anything.
No.
We're doing this.
Congrats on the platinum, Fran.
Well done, Fran. I'm hoping to join you at the end of this series of streams. I love how they sort of started everything off with this. It's like, oh, this is where you left off.
I'm waiting, Cloud. I'm here on the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group.
How the hell Avalanche would do that?
Exactly. It's sort of a bit like, really? You're trying to pin that on Avalanche?
And has begun investigations into the matter.
Because everyone has worked out how to control the weather. All of a sudden.
I'm interested to see where all the Wutai stuff goes and the whole Glenn Lodbrok thing.
Pam's just like...
Just cast tornado. Yeah, true. I suppose realism in a fantasy game, kind of... Good old Stamp.
Yep.
Didn't somebody worked out that there's like 7 different versions of Stamp that you see?
Hmm. You're from Spain, Fran. Well, welcome.
Nice.
Hopefully we won't use too many colloquialisms. You know, words that just like slang and everything.
That's just reminded me of our holiday, the first place we went on holiday with Squish One, our first child, was Spain, and she used to say Olaf. Instead of Hola.
Hola.
Don't worry, Wood, we're still playing Ghost in the background. There's an episode up on Patreon at the moment. Keep
And then
seeing
the
these
big-
feathers, don't we?
Yeah. And it's like, Zach, you're alive? What? Obviously, I'm not honestly saying that because I've seen all of this, but yes. Here we go.
That was so shocking, just seeing Zach there.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's an interesting, a
In a series of
few interesting things they've done with this compared to the original, right?
followed by the fall of the fall of the Sector 7 flight.
Boy, that tornado really did a number on the city.
I thought another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it rains, it
I can take or leave this chick. I'm
Okay, yeah, she's
not a fan.
Over there. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
What little hand crane
The
things.
I love all those little nods to the original.
Yeah.
The Buster Sword. Highly dangerous.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier, armed with a Buster Sword.
Say, eh?
Back over here. The rescue team has pulled people from the rubble. Quick, get the camera off them. Come on, this way.
Contact the SAR team.
We still don't know what they're planning, do we, Logan?
We don't at this point.
I love how they've done it.
We're taking off.
Conveniently, they've just zoomed in on Aerith's face, which is exactly the person that Zach will recognise at all that. Okay, so I just realised that they're actually classed as survivors. In that.
They were, well, yeah, because doesn't Red...
Well, we're about to see
Yeah.
some of this, aren't we?
So it looked like he wasn't alive, but he actually...
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit. Too much Mako. But he'll be fine.
Hey!
Something is just
Yeah.
tweaked in my head.
What's twigged?
Aerith!
Hold that thought. I'll say it in a minute.
I loved Yuffie in this. I
Yuffie's
thought
brilliant.
Yuffie... They got Yuffie's character, like, chef's kiss.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just annoying enough, but, like, not
Yeah.
too much.
But awesome at the same time.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. And I'm wanting to see what differences there are on hard mode when it comes to these bits.
Yeah.
Because in normal mode, it's like a tutorial fight.
Whether you actually get that in this.
Yeah, whether it's a case of like, yeah, you could just not die or what.
Yeah. Fran, we're used to Aerith being called Aeris as well, because that's what she was called in the UK version of the game. Mm-hmm. But now that we've played Remake and Rebirth, like, she's Aerith to
Yeah,
me now,
she
I
is
would
Aerith,
say.
yeah.
And Steph, yeah, I wasn't sure about the 16 DLC, if I'm quite honest. I do want to get back to it at some point, but the first bit we played, I wasn't desperate to get back to it. Does it get better? I'm guessing it must do.
Get away from her!
Right, here we go. Oh no, he's into, it's the same as before. And they are just as easy as first time round. Is this really in hard mode? Because, oh, they are doing hard mode style damage.
I mean, you don't have any health here, though, do
No, you
you?
don't.
So...
I'm going to need to get a lot better at doing that if I'm going to be surviving hard mode. There we go. Get the blocking, on point.
Yeah, get good at that.
This music here, I only realised, like, remember when I redid Chapter 1, basically, to assess everything, thinking, why do I recognise this music? Oh, hang on a minute, this is the blooming virtual Sephiroth bloody music in the combat simulator, this is.
Okay.
Which you don't hear any other time, apart from now, as far as I'm aware.
Interesting. I wonder why they've done that.
Not sure. But that was, yeah, obviously, like, I wasn't going to die in that, was I? Because of no health or anything. Yeah. They died quite easily, but then it is just the beginning bit. It's hard to tell there whether
It looked
Red's
like
alive
he
or
was
not.
breathing there.
Did it?
It
Okay.
did, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Steph, the final side quest being the ultimate party animal, just to make sure I'm understanding. I've got the right one. I think it's only unlocked when you've done every other one. But yes, the thing I was going to say, I was there thinking there's something twigged in my head there because I was there thinking Cloud and Aerith were the only two people who I knew were in both timelines. Kirio's in both timelines as well, interestingly.
But I'm back now, Aerith.
That we're aware of, that is. If there's anybody else that I've missed, please let me know. Oh, the white materia. And of course we have no idea of its significance at this point.
So she's got the white materia there,
Yep,
and it's got holy in it
yep.
at that point. When we're playing in the game, later on, way later on, you know, when the girls are having their shower, and she's talking to Red about the materia, and it's not got holy in it at that point.
All right then. Seeing as we've
What's
got
the significance of that
wanna
then?
tell the rest of us about you and your
Different
life.
timeline stuff.
Well, is it? I don't think it's a timeline.
Well, different world.
It's a different.
Yeah.
Like,
no
is it because they're
problem.
dead?
It's
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then. What little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came.
I love it when he's doing squats in the van. Like,
I couldn't
and
believe my luck.
the way the voice actor for Cloud, I don't know his name, can't think.
Cody Christian.
Is it?
Yes.
How he changes his voice to make himself
Younger.
sound more like Zack. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really coming down, huh?
Well, it's the same with Ben Starr and Clive, because he did the younger version of
Hey, man.
Clive as well
Yeah.
as
Feeling any
present
better?
day.
I'm good. Sure don't.
See a little bit of hair at the back there.
The clues are there.
Wish I could help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man. Ready to do this?
Yeah, you bet.
I think they've done a great job. Like, obviously we kind of know what's, like, little things like that, like, oh, that's Cloud and that's actually Zack, and like, but imagine if you're like, you've never played the original. Like, this must just be such a head fuck.
Yep.
Like, oh, it will be when.
Rein it in.
Sorry. No can do.
Kids.
Yeah, I love Tifa's
Say,
voice actor. I really love her
Brief on
voice
mission at some point.
for Tifa.
Because if it's another one of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right here.
Really?
Finally make first, and what do? Call a ceasefire with wojtal, stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some fiends at R12!
Let's
It's like,
go.
I'll deal with them.
Yep.
Was that a dragon in the original?
It was in the original, yes.
You take one, I'll take the other.
Makes it look so easy.
Yeah. I love how obviously powerful he is.
Yeah, oh yes.
Wait in the truck.
No way.
I've got this. You definitely have not.
Yeah.
Oops, that didn't work.
It's alright, you still don't have a health bar.
Good job, really. Gonna need to get a lot better than this. This feels a bit more like hard mode style, though. As in the fact it sort of the health took a while to go down there. Nice and easy.
Wait, is Ashley Birch in this? Aloy's.
He was
Yeah.
in a different league from
And
the
Mel
rest of
in
us.
Last
Yeah,
Us.
to be honest, I was there trying to think about who,
And
who she would potentially play in this.
Thingy in Life is Strange.
Nibelheim.
Thingy, very specific.
They built the first reactor. Right?
Yeah. It all started in the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
Oh wait, she's in FF15.
She's in 15, is she? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh really? Okay.
There you go. Pal, actually going back to the gloves that Cloud's wearing at this point. Spoiler chat again. Obviously, like in Crisis Core, obviously there's a point when Zack gets Cloud dressed into some soldier outfit, but it's the same sort of stuff, same shoulder pads, same gloves.
So I wouldn't know.
So I'm wanting to know when
You still got parents, though.
he changed them to only have like the one shoulder pad and then some different gloves.
She died shortly after I was born. My father.
Oh, there. Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm getting to that.
Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm
Missy!
the mayor.
Good to see you.
Hello.
Long time no
I wanted to greet
see.
you myself to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
Go visit your family and friends.
Not that he really had many friends in Nibelheim, right? Wasn't he kind of
He
the
was
loner?
a bit of a loner, yeah.
Yeah.
Backwater is an understatement. Don't blame you for getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, this is Sherbs' first time playing this on hard mode.
Any
Absolutely.
friends you want to see? Maybe a girlfriend?
Nah, we're just gonna go in her undies drawer. I love that they kept that in, kind of.
Oh, I know.
I mean, well, they didn't, did they? They, but you know, kind of did.
Cloud, you asshole! Never realised that there was a thing over here. Huh. You can still buy items. There's absolutely no point buying items. I don't think
You
I
can't
can
use them,
any.
can you?
Can't use them.
That's the hardest thing about hard mode, I think.
Yeah.
That you can't use items. So MP conservation is going to be.
Yes, that is going to be
big
the
deal.
challenge, but there are little tricks.
Are there any like MP regen things you can like?
There are
is there
some
sort of materia trick that you can do to?
Well, it's boosting the amount of MP you have, first of all.
Well, yeah.
And then there's little combinations you can do to reduce MP usage and abilities you can do that
I don't know.
don't require MP.
Nostalgic, I guess. After 2 years away and all that.
Oh, so you can use the chocobo benches in hard mode.
Well, I knew you could use the normal
Yeah.
benches, but the chocobo benches give you the MP back as well.
They must do.
So if that is the case, then
That should be okay.
wow, yeah.
I wonder how this compares to Remake's hard mode. Like whether it's harder, about the same.
Stop on my mops. Not that it matters.
Sure it does. I know I want to hear
Ooh,
what
they do
too.
keep your MP. Or boost your MP. That's good to know. Ugh, fine. Let's do it.
My dad died when I was a kid. So after I left for Midgar, she was on her own. It was the first time we'd seen each other in 2 years. First time. And last.
I'll be right there.
Cloud, is that you?
Hey.
Welcome home.
Hey, Mom.
Come in. Let me get a good look at you.
My. So that's what they've got you wearing, huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice. I've never been
All
so
the little
proud.
hints.
The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Not really.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say. They are feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud.
Cloud, 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 Cloud,
You
Cloud.
agree, Cloud? You're my son. Of course, I'll always be.
Okay, that's enough.
I mean, sort of, you know, faithful to the original, different words and stuff
Yeah.
like that used, but that same sort of thing did happen. Like, you know, sort of flash between different bits.
Huh? You went to my place?
We did?
It's crazy to you that they only used Claudi. I
Claudia
read that as
for that bit.
Cloudiator for some reason. The Cloudiator.
The Cloudiator! Ha ha ha!
Our reasons, huh? Bet most of them had to do with you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the case. And to be honest, of course, you know, with some of the stuff that's coming up, I would be very surprised if Claudia doesn't make an appearance in the third part.
Remember my cat?
Her name was...
Fluffy.
Fluffy!
Yeah. She was always disappearing, and that day was no different.
I'm going to go and play the piano as well.
Are you going to try and get the star for every piano piece?
No,
Do you reckon you can?
I don't think I can, to be honest.
I've started to watch Peasant's playthrough now that I've finished. And he's crap at the piano, but he's trying to get the star on every single one.
You went into my room?
I did.
Yeah, we did.
I did, but I'm not touching the underwear, I'm afraid.
Do it!
I'm
Oh, no,
not
you
doing
don't
it.
want to upset her. Are you
I
trying
don't
to
want
get
to upset her, yeah.
Did you actually play it?
Went to town on it. Because, of course, when you play it in the demo, they give you some music to play.
Yeah.
Whereas in the real game, they don't.
Oh.
So they come along saying, don't quit the day job sort of thing. Whereas here, I've got everything.
One-winged angel.
One-winged angel that I unlocked, and I was shit at it. You watched me try that for the first time, didn't you? It was hilarious. Yeah, I've got a star on our way. And everything else.
I reckon you could get a star on Tifa's theme.
Shall I try it?
Yeah, why not?
I haven't done it for ages, but let's have a go, shall we? Let's have them come along, because like in the demo, they came along and they were like, wow, didn't know you could do that sort of shit, you know, sort of thing. Not in those words. It's just so boring for you guys, sorry.
We're just enjoying the music.
Yeah.
You can't get your head around it, Pam. It is difficult when the left hand comes in, isn't it? Beautiful. Yeah, Cloud. Woo!
I
missed! No! It's all gone tits up!
Don't know what on earth happened there. Just completely lost it.
Oh, you were doing so good as well.
It's almost like I was like a note behind or something.
You've got to be really kind of...
That's really annoying, that. I don't have a clue what happened there.
Oh, well. I love it when you start to do really badly and then the metronome just passive aggressive. It's like, tick, tick.
It's like, this is what you should be doing. Oh, well, an A. I'm annoyed by that, but part of me wants to do it again.
No, let's go.
No, we need to do
We'll
shit.
end up, like,
we'll be here all bloody night.
For like 4 hours trying to get this star.
Hopefully they're going to come along and say something nice this time.
I'm sure they will.
Wow. Where'd you learn to do that?
Hey, you gotta play for us sometime.
Well, shit. You're a merc of many talents.
That's what they all say. That's what they say in the demo.
Oh, right, okay.
Fuck it, should we do One-Winged Angels? Let's see how shit
Do you guys want to see One-Winged Angel?
Should we see if we can do One-Winged Angel? See how bad I am at it.
I've not tried it yet, actually.
Well, that, you know, spoiler alert, that's your prize for completing the treasure trove.
Yeah, you've tried it.
Do it, Pam's like, do it. Fine.
I'd quite like to try it, but because I'm never going to do it. Hey, Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Sherbs is going to try and play One-Winged Angel.
See if I can get better than the sea. Not going to happen.
That's what you got last time, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, basically you just need to play it to get a bloody C. I can do that bit.
How did you get One-Winged Angel?
Finishing the treasure trove.
Fuck. Why are we summoning Sephiroth?
Oh, fucking hell. It's not as quite as bad.
Too many things on the screen.
Yep. Close. Metronome's back.
I think it's...
That's better. Got there.
I think it's the way the piano cuts out when you fuck it up. It's like that's really not helpful.
Yeah, it's really not helpful. And I always find myself like then being ahead.
Yeah.
I got a B!
Well done!
I improved! Ah.
Thank God no trophy for getting the star rank. Yeah.
Yes, thank God for that, because I would probably not bother.
Did we get a secret cutscene with Rude?
Secret cutscene with Rude? What, in Rebirth?
At what point?
Right, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it. Enough piano.
Yeah. So you got that from doing all of the Johnny.
All the finishing the treasure trove, the chest
stuff.
that's there. That is what's in it.
Outside
One-winged
the
angel.
hotel, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, that's enough of that shit. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Thank you for indulging me.
We've got a boss fight to do as well. So. And yeah, we're going to try and keep streams to about 2 hours because we don't really want to be. We don't want to be here past midnight. I mean, we will
I'm
if
in
we
the
need
general
to.
store. I'm not meant to be in the general
We will
store.
if we
I'm
need
meant
to.
Oh, Val, that bit. Yes, saw that bit. Yes.
Oh, the Bald Guy Club. Yeah, it was brilliant. Loved it.
A soldier.
I love how they keep Zangan in as well.
He's going to feature again, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Does he survive?
A humble traveler of the world. And
I mean, I don't know what happens to him after all of this, but he's the one who rescues Tifa.
Yes, he is, isn't he?
I love the fact on YouTube there's a video of like all these people touching Cloud. It's like, will you stop touching me, man?
Mass. You need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Pass.
Don't be shy. I have many pupils your age. At last,
Woof.
128.
Yeah, I think of Sabin, yeah.
One of them's from this very village.
He was great in
Perhaps
6.
you know her.
Had him in my party a lot.
Tifa.
Sure.
Like doing the button combos too.
A
Yeah.
real talent, that one.
I wish they'd remake
She'll go
6.
far.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
Right, rest at the inn. Let's get this underway, shall we?
Didn't really notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself. What you looking at?
This landscape.
Huh?
I could swear I've seen it before.
You okay?
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
All right, will do.
Night.
I'm not remembering that sort of eerie sounding
I tried,
music.
but I couldn't get to sleep that night. Was too excited, too nervous.
How does Red not set everything on fire with his tail?
Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
You know what happened the last time she went up there.
That was years ago, Brian. She's old enough to make her own decisions now.
What happened years ago when she went up there?
She went up there and basically she fell off the mountain.
Ah, is that why her dad's funny about it?
Yeah.
I'd forgotten that.
It's referenced in this though.
Sir, I must insist
Properly.
that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Tifa. You
Mhm.
can
She looks
Baby
so
Tifa!
cute in a cowgirl outfit.
Yeah.
I'm going, and that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me. I'll be fine.
Pumpkin.
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Tifa? You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
Yeah, yeehaw, Tifa!
I love all these new tracks they've added to the game as well.
Yeah.
For posterity, sir?
Not today.
Oh, go on.
Talk to him?
Please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's just one photo. Come on. Where's the harm in that?
It's like, oh, fine. You can imagine the Clive. Fine.
I think everyone likes cowgirl Tifa Logan.
I don't know. More mature Tifa is also good.
Sounds like you were having a good time.
One more. Yeah, I guess we were. For a while.
Yeah, purple dress Tifa in the in remake
The
was.
reactor was
Purple dress?
Mountain.
Blue dress?
Purple?
I was looking forward to breathing that.
Is this
crisp,
a
clean
blue and black
mountain air.
versus white and gold dress?
Possibly.
thing?
Yeah.
I saw it as purple, the mature outfit.
The mature outfit, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that as purple.
Did you? I
Yeah.
saw it more as a bit of a blue. I can unable to obtain a mega potion because I have a low. I love the fact that I don't know if it was always there and I just missed it. The fact they put there's a thing to actually automatically pick up stuff now.
Oh yes.
Don't know whether that was there before or what. But
It wasn't because I looked.
You probably already know this, but our reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Mount Nibel on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in my time.
You still get to smash the
None
boxes.
with
Oh,
then.
yes.
taking view.
Good.
Who could tire of it?
Everyone, eventually.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
Trips.
interestingly, they're not running the credits.
They're not.
Are no fun
Yeah.
at all.
Though you
In hard
do
mode.
learn stuff on them.
That's so cool.
I hated the fucking dolphin part as well. I couldn't see quickly enough, like, which way you needed to go. There was too much going on visually. Like, it just... yeah, it was too fast for me, yeah. Oh, that makes sense, that you wouldn't see the credits if you could do chapter select.
True, yeah. I mean, it would make sense. But still.
Yeah.
Everything okay? Not going
Yeah,
too
this gave
fast
me
for you, am
goosebumps
I?
the first time as well.
Oh, yes.
We're just
It
trying
did.
to pace ourselves
I'm just so
along.
glad
I
it's
thought you
gone
guys were in a
well.
hurry.
Even so,
Well, I'll tell you, it's certainly
burn
been,
yourself out running like that.
you know, it's
I'm not even close
come
to
across
burned out.
very
Not with all
well
the
on
training
this.
I've had.
But I did read somewhere that, like, the number of units sold was quite massively
low.
down, yeah.
I mean, I think that's probably to be expected with, like, a middle, like a second part of a trilogy.
Yeah.
I just feel like...
But then why would you not want to play all of it, you know?
Because I imagine some people will have picked up Remake just to see what it was like if they'd never played it before. And then it's quite a long time to wait, and maybe, you know, you'd have to have really enjoyed Remake. And, like, I enjoyed Remake, but that's because I enjoyed the original. I don't know if I'd played it for the first time how bothered I would have been. I mean, I loved Rebirth, though.
Welcome to Alan.
Hello.
You're new here.
Welcome.
Nice.
What do you think?
Oh, I loved
I think
Alina
I
as
got
well.
this.
Elena?
Elena.
Elena.
It's
Copy
because,
that.
yeah.
Right, how am I going to get on with these fuckers?
I know an Alina, so I always think of Alina. We are from the UK, yeah.
We are indeed. I'm going to try and, like...
Enough of you.
Oh.
That was easy.
That was...
remarkably easy.
Remarkably easy, but I suppose if they hit me, it probably would have hurt a lot more.
This is how it's going to be. There doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I'm level 70, don't you know, with like a decent
Leave it all to me, huh?
set of materia equipped.
Don't mind if I do.
Because obviously, like in when you're playing this for the first time, your materia is all set and you don't have much. Whereas obviously, I am fully loaded out here. So.
Yeah. Where's everyone in the chat from? I know some of you guys, but there are probably many YouTubers from the UK.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I quite like watching Final Fantasy Peasant. He's from the UK. I love the Dine section. I thought they did that so well. That was really emotional.
That one felt pretty good.
You may not have seen that one before, by the way.
I missed it.
Aerial Onslaught. It's like an ability on the folio that's unlocked quite late on.
Nice.
You have to be in the air to use it. Pam is representing Ohio, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that Mako? Whoa.
We're probably not going to get to FF14 anytime soon, Sam. I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima for like the past year because I've been trying to do it on hard mode, but finally given up and started it on medium.
Come on, soldier. You can do better than that, can't you?
Just you watch.
Yeah, that's a lot more powerful than it would have been otherwise.
Really not a fan of the flying things.
There we go.
I was so glad when we got Yuffie in this.
Oh yes.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, one of the things I know I commented, I think, to you. I think when we were playing 16, and also when playing 16, we're playing this as well, because basically it feels like at least the normal enemies in this, you know, are sort of like, you know, it doesn't take too long to actually finish them off.
Yeah, 16 enemies are
Ridiculous.
kind of damage sponges, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like I remember watching the sort of gameplay demo they did where they sort of had it on a stream, and it was like that one of those sort of like big bull-like enemies in the Rosaria things, and it's like, bloody hell, this is taking forever.
I want to say Alpha Dunk, but that's in this, isn't it?
It is in this, but something along those sorts of lines. It takes forever. Like, it's staggering them bloody twice.
Yeah.
Just to... And that's in normal mode.
Yeah.
I got the rest.
Jax, hello!
Hi there, Jax.
This game is fantastic. We agree wholeheartedly.
See if I can do that aerial onslaught thing again for you to see. Fuck. No, I'm not in the air now, so that's not going to happen, is it? Well, if I can build up a second ATB, I can.
Nice.
Right, here we go. Soon do this again. It's pretty good.
Let's finish this.
Woo!
What a nice
Snappy.
little combo, that. Always like that one.
Shall we pick up the pace?
Not unless we absolutely have to. Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
You'd better.
Cool. See you at the reactor.
The way he says cool there.
Cool.
It's like that's not Cloud, is
That's
it?
definitely not Cloud. It's young Cloud.
Well, it's more Zack, isn't it?
It is, but at the same time, you know, you could see it at the same time. He was 16 here. He could have been a little different.
Bring it on.
These
Yeah,
guns are
the final boss is going to be interesting. In hard mode.
Oh, nice, look at that. I mean, what? What? What happened there?
Yeah. Gaming Grandpa. I've not heard of him, Alan. I do watch a guy. He's Mojave something. He's playing Last of Us at the moment.
Oh yeah, I've seen you watching that guy.
I don't know whether is he like informally known as the Gaming Grandpa. Because I've started watching him. I found him through Red Dead, and I noticed he's playing Last of Us at the moment. I just really like how he takes his time. Mojave. Let me see if I can find his. So I can't remember what his username actually is. Mojave D. What we're looking forward to the most for this year and then some. Next year we're going to get GTA 6. Yippee. Stellar Blade. I know it's come out, but we still want to play Stellar Blade because I've heard really good things about that. I'm trying to think what else is coming out.
Ah, damn it. I know I should have bloody used some MP before I smashed those boxes.
I have to say, I'm not too fussed about Death Stranding 2. I think Death Stranding was
the original.
Death Stranding was enough for me, honestly.
I feel like you've Strandinged enough.
Strandinged out, yeah. What else is coming out? I feel like we've missed the past few sort of state of plays and things like that.
Because we have, I think.
Expedition 33, I've not heard of that
I
one.
don't remember that. So we probably missed some shit, haven't we?
It rings a bell. Persona 3? Maybe. Although we didn't manage Persona 4. This is the problem, like... I don't think I've even seen the Expedition 33 trailer.
Are you looking it up now?
I'm just going to have a look on the PlayStation page and see what we've missed. Not PlayStation Access. What you guys are looking forward to?
The bridge is out. Really? Sorry, I'm not really paying as much attention to the chat right now, so if I'm missing stuff, I do apologise.
The bridge a while ago. Come on back, okay?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What did we think of the Dragon Age Veilguard stuff? I saw the initial trailer and was like, what the fuck have they done? Because it looked like something out of Fortnite.
Really?
Really not the vibe of the previous games. And then thankfully the gameplay looked good. So I'm quite intrigued by that. That's coming later this year, I think.
Pam, you are frustratingly excited about it.
Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
To think I almost made you our guy.
I feel like I need to replay Inquisition though, because I can't remember that much, and I never played Origins either.
Lead on.
Yes.
A little of the new Metal Gear Solid remake as well. Nice.
I can't remember what happened with Dorian. Did he disappear somewhere? Who did everyone romance in Inquisition? For me it was Cullen, and then I think Bull, just for the crack. He was a bit of a wild choice, but yeah.
Bringing it back to Rebirth for a minute, I must admit, one of the things I did like, well, one of the many things I liked about this, but obviously we're in Nibelheim right now, when obviously we, in the original game, you obviously had the flashback in Nibelheim, and then when you went to Nibelheim as well, it was pretty much exactly the same. Whereas this whole route up the mountain, basically, was completely, they did something completely different with it.
Yeah.
When you come back here later on in the present day. Time to deal with the Screamer.
Cat rescue story announcement trailer. I want to play cat rescue story. Take care of the stray cats. Squish One would love this.
Timing this, there we go, that's more like it.
It's on now.
There we go.
Let's finish this.
We've got to finish it with a braver. There we go.
That one felt pretty good.
Didn't do that very well. I don't want to say too much yet, but this doesn't feel too bad yet. I can see
wait
how.
For it.
Oh
wait
yeah, I know.
it.
It doesn't. What I'm thinking is, okay, normal enemies don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can see if you're not on it, you could take a load of damage and be burning through your MP really quickly.
Yeah.
Now, this is different compared to when I did hard mode the first time in Remake.
Yeah.
Because when I first did it, obviously, I know I did the charity stream, but I'd done hard mode once before, and then I was properly kitted out for the charity stream. When I did hard mode the first time I literally went straight from finishing the game to jumping into hard mode, you know, from chapter 1. And there were some pretty hairy moments, let's put it that way.
Pockets of Mako gas all over the mountain. Try not to breathe it.
Time to hoover the Mako.
Sam's there saying, like, while we have Sephiroth, we are unstoppable. You did have a game over with Sephiroth, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, but you lost against the Materia Keeper at one point.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Not quite unstoppable, but...
I actually really struggled with this, and I don't think it was until after the Grasslands. I think it was by the time I got to Junon, I stopped having game overs.
You know, there was some...
I think the Midgard Zolom I died about 5 times. And I'm sorry, but he's forever going to be called the Midgard Zolom. Even if that is a translation error, I don't care. That's
Midgard Storma, whatever it is
Midgard
now,
Zolma.
Yeah. I mean, I'm expecting a few game overs in this. I'm expecting to fuck some stuff up as we go. I mean, I did have, like in the combat simulator stuff, there is a Cloud and Sephiroth combo.
Oh, yeah.
10 rounds, finishing up with Odin. I got to Odin, like, first attempt, got to Odin, and then managed to just, like, cock up enough to the point where he did a Zantetsuken on me when I was 2/3 of the way through. I was like, fuck. That was quite frustrating.
I just left Sherbs to sulk. Like, there was, I was like, I don't want to say anything because you're.
I don't think you watched that one.
No, not that time, but there was another time where you got to Odin after doing all the other rounds, and it came up with like the time that you'd spent in combat.
Oh yes, it was that. That was the rule. Oh no, it was the Cloud and Zap one. I think that was the last one I needed to do as well, and I got there.
And you'd spent 45 minutes trying to get through it,
and then lost against Odin the final round. Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm just not gonna say anything to you right now because you'll bite my head off.
Yeah, probably would have done, to be honest. It's like, you're a gamer, you should know how this feels. Thank you for understanding and giving me a moment.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
See, I like I like the combination of new tracks, but also bringing back
old stuff. Yeah,
some old stuff, and they brought back quite a lot of old stuff actually. At various points, there's the Kid G fight you get at the very end of the Proto Relic stuff. I like the fact they brought in the sort of the walkabout music from intermission.
It's nice because I think it ties things in. Like if it was all new music, it wouldn't.
Then let me go first.
Hey,
Sam, Red Dragon. I am the Red Dragon. He's one of the ones I am not looking forward to in this hard mode playthrough. You remember the Red Dragon, right? Temple of the Ancients.
Yes, that was where I started getting game overs again. Amazingly, not the Demon Wall, but the Red Dragon. I just didn't get what I needed to do. Kept dying.
Like, how did you know a lightning bolt was going to come? She was reacting to it in advance.
Are you okay?
Not really.
Understatement of the year.
Yeah.
Sephiroth's so badass here. He's just like, okay, I'll let go then.
It's like, alright, fine, I'll let go and catch people at the bottom.
And then just stand in the river.
Yeah. There's an interesting, obviously, like how this develops as well, how his memory of this develops in, you know, later on when we actually come back to Nibelheim. Do you remember?
No, remind me.
So when he goes into the inn in present day, he remembers Zack out of nowhere, and he's just like, "How did I forget about you? What's happened to you?" sort of thing. And then like he remembers this scene later on, but remembers this guy initially like that, and it phases into Zack, and he's like, "I think he's dead. I remember him. How did I forget him just like that?" sort of thing.
Oh yes, yeah.
But then of course, we know it's still probably not the absolute
It's still
truth.
not the absolute, but he's getting closer to his memories, isn't he? Okay, so this is a harder platinum to get.
It definitely a harder platinum. You had to do a lot more to get the platinum in
He's
this.
in Fate's hands now.
I'm not quite there because I'm going to be getting it at the end of this, hopefully.
Do you know the way?
Yeah. Following the river should get us back to the village.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see.
Sephiroth does not strike me as the sort of person that you want to be saying,
can't send you
"I
back
can't do
alone.
that to."
You'll be safe.
Thankfully, he comes along and is just like, "Oh,
Okay.
that's unfortunate. All right, well, we'll make
Well,
do."
I mean, he was an
I'll be
alright
joining
guy.
you up
He
front
was.
this time for your performance review.
You kidding me?
Good luck.
I love those little things. Actually, your performance review. Right, here we go.
Do you want another beverage?
What sort of beverage are you thinking?
Oh, don't mind. I might just make a cuppa.
You could make me a cup of coffee if you wish.
Coffee?
I would
Yeah.
love one, yes please. If you could finish my original one.
With your Greg's mug.
Good old Greg's. I won't expect you to make me a frothy, don't worry.
Getting out of this might be slightly more difficult. I think you might need to move.
Sorry. Shimmy myself off camera for a minute. You can miss this bit. I'm sure it's nothing exciting. Come on then. These climbing bits always used to do my head in. It's just like, come on, get on with it. I'm gonna buy the discounted items anyway, because why the fuck? Why the fuck not, you know? And let's get the little reminder here. There it is, HP restored, not MP. The challenge continues.
Sephiroth, take the lead.
Yeah, that was fairly emphatic, wasn't it? I mean, at this level, it sort of hopefully isn't going to feel too challenging. Famous last words. Obviously, it's still going to be challenging. I mean, like the regular enemies hopefully aren't going to be too bad, is what I mean. I don't want that to come across as like, oh yeah, this is going to be a breeze. Ha! As I get hit by a wind attack, that sounds about right.
Let's not waste any time. Mako, this thick is dangerous. Prepare well.
Bloody hell, man. Ouch. Good thing is, like, there's a ton of MP and HP at this point. Yeah, we were just talking about it on the chat earlier on, Sam, about how, like, yeah, at the Chocobo stops, if you use a cushion, you actually get MP back as well, which is interesting because, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I did wonder how it would work, because obviously to finish a hard mode playthrough, you know, of course you could just skip past like all the quests and all the extra stuff and all that sort of thing and just focus on the story, but that would feel potentially quite quick. Oh, you didn't learn about that till after you'd finished the game on hard mode. Well, you could come along and say you did it on remake terms where you definitely didn't get any MP back until the beginning of each chapter. Yes, the mechanics of the climbing section was
it's beautiful.
a bit of a pain.
Yeah, but if we keep using Mako to power our homes, springs like this will disappear, right?
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
My dad. And the mayor, if you must know.
Except the planet's huge. Mako will never run out, right?
Naturally formed materia. And look at the size of it. Astounding.
Oh yes, the HP and MP absorb materia. I do have a maxed out MP absorb.
I've always wondered.
I think it's just
How does
wondering what to pair it with.
cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier? To put it simply, the knowledge of the ancients is sealed within each orb. That knowledge not only connects us to the planet, it allows us to tap into her power. That's how we can use magic. Or so they say.
Really? Magic sure is weird.
You set him laughing again.
To hear you call it weird, or magic for that matter. I can just imagine what he'd say. It's an affront to science.
Who?
Hojo from Research and Development.
Good old Hojo.
His predecessor was a great man, but him, he is anything but. We should press on.
We should indeed. Let's keep going.
Oh, it feels warm in here when you come.
Oh yes.
Come on.
How are you missing everything, man? Excuse you.
I got this.
Hope you have.
Oh yeah, Chakra and don't use anything.
They don't. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Sam was telling us that he only learnt about how the cushion restores MP at Chocobo Stops after he finished hard mode.
Oh no! Well, I guess that means you've got even more bragging rights because you've done it without the cushion. I just love that that's a thing.
What, the fact that you use a cushion?
The fact that, like, yeah. The fact that Cloud just gets a little cushion out.
Yep.
You might need to scooch over a bit more.
Oh, so they actually don't restore your MP between chapters, though, in Rebirth.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Well, that's.
Let me move this way a bit.
That is that sort of cancels out the whole Chocobo bench thing.
Scooch.
Sorry, am I off screen again?
Not massively, but.
And there I was thinking, oh, I could just get to the end of like the game, end of each chapter, and it'd be fine, sort of thing. Saying, well, that definitely changes things.
You know what? It's so hot. I'm just gonna.
Go for it.
It's all you. See ya.
This way.
Oh, that's better.
Is better? We could put the fan on under there.
We've got the fan as well. Yes. Oh my god, we've literally been streaming how long? Over an hour. We've got a fan under our desk. Alright, let us know if you can hear the fan noise, but...
Yeah, close the window maybe. Don't want outside noise getting in.
I'll just put it on vent.
Yeah, vent's fine. Come on, keep going. It's definitely not Aloy, is he?
No, it's a bit slow, isn't it?
Alright, here we go. A couple more of these fuckers. Get away
I
from
love
that.
the level design and the verticality of the maps, and
Gotcha.
I don't think I was bored in any part of the playthrough. Yes, Lissy, I agree. The one Cloud and Tifa do, the Cyclone ability. I use that one a lot.
Get him.
I must admit, that's one thing I don't tend to use very much.
Really?
Are the R1 synergy abilities. I've tended not to, and there's probably some good ones in there that I could maybe use of. I don't know why I just never got into how to use them.
The synergy abilities are brilliant, especially the... Well, actually, that's going to be really handy if you can use the synergy ability that gives you... So it's Cloud and Tifa's Cyclone something or other.
Yeah.
And it gives you 3 MP. Everything's 0 MP.
Oh, the synergy abilities that you pick from the menu. Yes, I use those ones.
Oh,
I was meaning the ones that you
mean
press R1.
The shortcuts.
And do it that way.
Yeah, I
those
never
ones.
used the shortcuts. Yeah.
Well, you did. You used the one where you threw Tifa up in the air quite a lot. Is it worth me going down there?
Yeah, but that's a different thing, isn't it? Hang on.
So there's the ones you pick from the menu like this,
Yeah.
which I used a hell of a lot.
L1 and I used to boost Tifa a lot.
Yeah.
But the the hotkey ones where you could like map stuff onto like triangle and circle with L1. Like I didn't bother doing that shit.
Okay. Yeah, this is the bit I'm thinking it is. Boost up because we know what's coming.
Not again.
There it is. Shit, you hit hard.
So I've not looked into this. I've just done my playthrough and like I haven't even watched the other date scenes or anything yet. Which will be fun because when you do get the Tifa date, that will be my first time seeing it.
Yep.
Does anybody know what?
Fuck.
Does anybody know what effects you get for the date?
It's all to do with the affinity you have.
No, I know, but like, what changes that? So I know when you get your relationships deepen, so like certain conversations you have. Does how often you use them in battle make a difference? And, like, do the synergy abilities make a difference?
Synergy abilities, I think when you use new ones, it improves your affinity with them.
Right.
If I quickly show you actually from the play log, so I didn't go into any other stuff on this. But here you go. Like if I go to Tifa, I've done almost everything. So there's various different things.
Who you pick at the beach where,
whether you did Loveless with Skywheel Day, with Barrett, it's like the whole buggy escape stuff.
No, it's
Aerith, there's like fight partner who I never did. With Red, like it's like if you.
What do you have to do for that? The rematch? Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yep. And then there's Yuffie as well.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
That's fine.
Give me some MP! I'm going to be yelling about the whole way through the game, aren't I? Give me MP, damn it!
Yeah, I'm the same, Pam. I've done my first playthrough, and then, unlike Sherbs, I've gone on to other stuff.
Yeah, you just sort of went, yeah, I'm done now.
I mean, not because I didn't enjoy it, I just... Hard mode isn't for me, so...
The logs are pretty good for understanding, like, you know, you can check how you're doing on the treasure trove, for example, without going to see Johnny.
Yuffie's brilliant. I quite like Red 13 as well, and he's obviously got that HP.
His Siphon Fang. That is
so that
good,
might be useful. But I did prefer Yuffie just for her Art of War.
Yuffie's ability to actually do elemental attacks without any materia or anything like that was also very, very handy.
I've never really got the hang of using Aerith. I get the feeling she would be quite OP.
Yeah,
but I struggle with her.
Well, you remember there was in the combat stuff.
Yeah.
There's individual challenges, and they force you to sort of use like some of the decent abilities that some of them might have. But yeah, like the wards and stuff like that are the main things with Aerith, and it made me realise, oh, that's why. Do you think I'm going to get any MP from all of these boxes?
Probably not. Nope.
Fuck you. You knew it was going to happen. This is fucking
Oh, you
hard,
obtained a few crafting things
I got some
that
things.
will be useless, but...
Oh, these things again. I mean, the thing is, I ran through this super quickly the other day to get the materia keeper assessed. So that's one of the other things I wanted to do, was assess everything, which I've now done.
Is there a trophy for that?
No trophy for it. It's just it just ticks it off in the log. I remember getting to the end of Remake, and the Remake log was just 1 page. So obviously you didn't have the whole affinity shit to do. Aerith combination with the HP into MP materia, Swiftcast and Barrett's Lifesaver. Yeah, that I can see how that will be broken. When I was looking at ways to do the rules of the Outer Worlds challenge, there was one I came across which basically was Cloud with HP into MP equipped, and then like all the ways that you can make his limit break charge quickly. And then using re-raise as well as a way, in case you did screw up, at least that way
you've got a way to get back.
And because you've then swapped your HP and MP over, you've got like 7,500 MP. So you can always cast re-raise if you get a chance to do it, but then obviously you've only got like 70 HP. But if you then manage to block stuff, perfectly, it charges your limit up so much, because it's like it looks like you're near death all the time, even though you're at full HP, all 70 of it. And it is, someone commented on the video that I saw of them doing it. It's like, this is like one of those crazy challenges, but it's done in a way that actually makes me want to try it, because you think, why not? I actually had a go at it. I wasn't good enough at the blocking and stuff to be able to do it, but it was worth a try. It was good fun. Yeah, that was the thing, Sam, like the re-raise, like if you done HP, swapped your HP and MP over, you had tons of MP, so you could keep casting re-raise as long as you had the ATB. Of course, where are we at time-wise? Not even an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, we're fine. Is it?
And I've been faffing on this so far, and yet somehow like we're almost, well, we're not at the very end of the chapter, there's more stuff going on.
Yeah. I mean, see how you go. We don't have to do it by chapter per se, because I'm sure later on there will be because I mean the final or penultimate chapter, whichever one it is, that's quite long.
No, that's gonna be huge.
I would just play it for a couple of hours and see where you end up.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we've established as well, like the way you're going to sort of set this up. It's not as though saying, right, we're only doing chapter so and so today. It's just, I will just see where we go.
It's just stream 1.
Yeah. And the blocking side of things, I only got decent at the block as a result of, where is it? Precision defense. That's the only reason I get it, because at least it makes the window a bit bigger, basically.
I could do that with Ghost of Tsushima, couldn't I?
I just realised that I've left the enhanced expeditionary medal on.
All right, what's that for?
Basically, it charges your limit break up to maximum, limit level up to maximum, like at the beginning of the battle, so you can use like higher level limits straight away.
Is that a bit cheaty? Should we take that off?
It's not cheaty, you still need to be, but I am going to actually move and stick. Where is it? Let's get rid of it. Because the last thing I need is like status effects. Yeah, I meant to change that beforehand. Oh, the broom will form inside ATB ward. Yes, I saw that approach as well. I tried that. I hadn't leveled up the right material you also needed to make that work enough, like MP absorb and stuff like that.
I always struggle to stay within the wards. Yeah.
The thing that I did do, the way I got through rules of the Outer Worlds, was the limit break loop. So basically, using Aerith with a limit siphon. So basically getting to the point where like she can siphon off someone else, or either Barrett or Cloud, to fill up her own limit break. Do Rising Fury, charge up, which basically gives Cloud and Barrett both limit breaks. Cloud does one of his limit breaks. Aerith absorbs the full limit bar back to her, does it again, rinse and repeat, basically.
Right, boss time. What do we think? Is Sherbs going to get it the first time?
We will see. It depends on how tough they actually make it. Let's find out.
1 in the chat if he's going to do it. 2 if he's not.
This start to the music, I loved it. I still love it.
Cam's got faith. Cam's got faith in you. Everybody's got faith. Go Sherbs, you got this.
You said you wanted to be a hero.
Wish I hadn't.
Let's see if we can do it.
It thinks we're after materia.
Someone should tell it we're not.
The irony.
It's all you.
Stand back.
I love that. I didn't. You see, I'm going to enjoy watching this because, like, I can take in the dialogue and stuff while Sherbs is busy fighting.
Yep.
Try to keep your guard up.
Damn,
Try to keep your guard up.
Linz, how are you doing?
Fuck.
We're doing really well. Bit
We are.
warm, but we finally realised we haven't put the fan on, so there we go. We're good now.
Take the lead.
Fucking hell. Go off him and he bloody does that.
Not doing so great.
Rookies.
There we go.
Nice. Ah, you've got this.
You need to vary
I will, when I get ATB to do it. I can do it again.
Also, no, you really don't. I mean, I used a lot of focus thrust and triple slash.
Ah, you fucking missed, you bastard.
Wink.
I didn't have time.
Damn it.
There we go, that's one way to get him off.
You've been on the couch like a starfish all day.
Fair enough. Not quite. Hello there, Linz, by the way.
I was going to say, 17 degrees isn't that hot. Yeah, 27, that's pretty hot. I dread to think what it is.
Yeah, that's a bit more like it.
Pretty mobile. Good thing.
You little arsehole, he just jumped straight on top of me. Fine, have it like that then.
I love it when the choir comes in.
Oh yes.
I got this.
Just charging up the oh, I love it. What are you doing, mate? Oh, it's like that, is it? Oh, I'd obviously got it to the point where he came along and wanted to do this.
You're practically panting.
I'm excited.
Like a puppy.
Such a puppy. Yeah, I don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
Nope.
Don't like the looks of this.
Stay alert.
Take the lead. It's on now.
Yes, knock him off.
Whoa.
And then we're gonna go and wallop him.
Well, this looks okay so far. Are you going to use summons in this playthrough?
Might want to steer clear of the gas.
Probably not on the most part.
Did you use them much in the first playthrough?
Only if I was desperate.
Yeah, you didn't use them as much as me, did you?
You arsehole.
I got this.
It makes me so happy with the remixes of the themes.
Oh, you arsehole. There we go. Thank you, I managed to get that in there.
Watch the gas.
Yeah, Infinity's End is nice.
Oh yes, it's a good way of finishing it, that is. Right, that's got me where I wanted it to be.
Stand back.
He's getting ready. And that's why I've got this charged up.
Nice.
Take the lead.
Bonk.
Come on. And you know what I think I'm going to end up doing? I think
break.
I'm going to be a limit. Oh no!
Not quite. Nearly,
Oh,
though.
you arsehole!
You're not going to get to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you are.
No, I am.
Yes,
No,
you
no, no,
are.
I'm not. Oh,
Not
fuck it.
quite.
You know what I'm going to do? Fucking Infinity's End it.
Oh, you've got it now. You've got limit now.
Don't
oh,
need
never mind.
it.
Got ya.
Nice.
That wasn't too bad.
Nah, that's alright.
But it's like it's got the if I'd not known how to like stop it from doing trine, that's why I charged like all the ATV things up as much as possible so I could get it quickly. So I didn't want to be on the receiving end of that. Thanks for the faith, guys. I'm glad I didn't let you down.
Okay, hold up. Maybe I'm
Hold
missing
up a minute.
something here, but everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
Where's that coffee, by the way?
There.
Well,
Oh, you made it in that?
You passed it to me.
Oh,
Trying
okay.
to kill
Thank you.
everyone on the planet. Help me to understand this shit. Tell me something that'll
Sorry.
really make my blood boil.
Oh, we're getting to it.
oh, I will. I will.
We'll see where we end up, Sam. I mean, we're not going to be doing super long streams.
Yeah, we'll probably stream for another half hour or so tonight, and then
Yeah.
hoping to stream tomorrow as well, same sort of time. And then the plan is to just try and do weekend streams, Saturday and Sunday, hopefully, but
No
possibly
way.
just the Saturday.
I want to go too. Please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come on.
Keep the young lady safe.
Carry on.
Oh.
That sounds like Squish 1.
You better keep me safe.
If only you knew. If only you knew.
Oh, I love the
I
chocobo
really wanted
breeding.
to see the reactor.
Not the chocobo breading. That's a different thing.
Well.
Nice breadcrumbed chocobo. Now I'm just thinking of like, you guys probably don't know what a parmo is unless you're from the UK.
Oh, don't say that.
Chocobo parmo with like cheese,
Nah, no, I'm alright. Just a normal parmo food for me, thanks.
marinara sauce, and
Like most
cheese.
last-gen models.
Then let me guess. Pillagers don't have a clue about this.
Knowing Shinra?
Parmo.
Of course not.
Yeah,
Company
parmo.
really needs to be more transparent.
It's basically breaded chicken with cheese
Bechamel
and sauce, and
yeah.
This place?
The people
Chef
in
kiss.
charge. While most
It's a
reactors
local
are
delicacy for you, isn't it? Delicacy.
Well, that originated in my hometown
Yeah.
in the UK.
Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
Whatever you see here, not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
It's like this nice big open space. Not used right now, but we know it might be used later on.
Yeah, Rebirth was massive, wasn't it?
was.
What was it, like 95 gigs?
Like-
Whee! You can't stay due to spoilers. Are you still on your first playthrough, Blau?
No worries. Thanks for popping in to say hello.
Nice to see you.
See you again soon, hopefully. Oh yeah, I forget we've got all like sort of like the less interesting stuff to do here, like turning valves and stuff like that.
It stops you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it would stop you.
Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first?
Good little reference.
Genesis just pops up and starts reciting.
Well, that's the thing in Crisis Core. He does. He does.
Yeah, I
pop
know.
up here.
Yeah, I know he does, and he starts spouting all that.
I'm trying to remember what the bleed
Loveless.
was. I know. I'm trying to remember like infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. It's like, oh,
Shut up.
Hojo, you are really something.
What are those things?
And obviously Genesis didn't appear at all in the original game.
Wasn't that...
Only in Crisis Core, but it'll be interesting to see. I'm sure they'll bring him into this somehow.
They'll bring him in.
Like they brought Vice and Nero
Vice
into
and Nero are
Intermission,
there.
and that's definitely going to feature. I was surprised it didn't feature at all in this, in Rebirth.
No,
I mean, apart from references
you sort of got
to
the reference
intermission.
to Sonon, didn't you?
Yeah, he's coming back. Not, I don't think he'll be living, but I think he'll be coming back. Especially as he was referenced like a good couple of times.
They really can do it however they want, can't they?
Yeah.
The way they've set it all up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how it's all incorporated. Like, I just cannot wait for them to finish this.
Yeah.
I love how they make the adaptive triggers ever so slightly harder to push.
I've got to
A
use
bit more resistance each time you turn it. I love it.
It's like they're barely used for anything, and then you've just got the odd little
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Jessie references. It was really sweet.
Yeah.
I lost my shit, I think, in the trailer reaction we did for that. Until I realised, like, she's like a hologram, isn't she?
It's like, what? You're back?
Oh,
what? Oh, and you realise actually it's not real. I must admit one thing, and because I think I'm okay saying it now. Number one, because we're talking about spoilers, and number two, because we're not going to see it in this playthrough.
These pods
is learning about Wedge's fate after he got thrown out the window in the Shimmer building. That was rubbish.
Repurpose them as incubators. Cages for animals. Fused with Mako.
A port of Dirge of Cerberus or a remake of it would be awesome. Because
I never played that.
I never played it.
Yeah, I watched. I think Max.
But he
Max
didn't
dude.
stop at animals.
Like,
oh no, there were other subjects. Look.
The choir's back. I love the point when Sephiroth, suddenly has that epiphany. When the choir starts kicking in there, it's like, oh my god, it's so good.
I just remember being so freaked out by this when I first played it. Yeah.
My mother's name was Genova.
It's so awesome to be in a choir singing this stuff. It's so dramatic.
I was created the same way. Am I the same as these monsters?
Sephiroth.
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I was different. That I was special. But not like this. Not like this.
Those monsters look horrific.
Am I even human?
It's like Resident Evil style stuff, isn't it?
Eventually, we went back to the inn. But when we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
The mayor had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers, so he didn't take the news too well. Dad had to put up with his belly aching for hours afterward.
Huh?
Must have sucked. But what about Sephiroth?
Barrett's just like, well, that's rubbish, but that's not important right now.
He left. Didn't tell a soul where he was going.
yeah, of course you do see Jessie's gloves at the end of Remake, don't you?
You do. But the only reference to her is
but then,
the hologram.
Oh, hang on. But then, is that because the timeline we're playing in Rebirth, when we're following Cloud and the gang, is because they've all died? And Jessie's in the other timeline.
In the other world, yeah.
At Sephiroth as he was heading for Shinra Manor, and he acted like I wasn't even there. Busy, I suppose.
Busy.
Sephiroth? I did.
Why are you just standing here in the inn again, in the same spot?
Oh, but then you have that bit with with Biggs, don't you?
Yeah.
Where it kind of he survives for a bit and then he still dies.
Yeah.
So he kind of dies twice, doesn't he? But it's kind of like some threads of fate kind of always end up one way.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, like, since we're talking about the way they offed Biggs later on was just so.
Biggs or Wedge?
No, Biggs. In this case, like towards the end.
So he was fucked regardless. Like maybe there's a path out there where he does survive, but
a world because there's
somewhere.
loads of worlds.
Or parallel time. How would you describe it?
They're different worlds. They describe it as like a load of parallel worlds, basically.
The rent on that plot was basically what kept the village afloat.
It reminds me of Dark a bit. Has anybody seen Dark? Where you've kind of got like a wormhole, and you've got like different timelines, and yeah, it's like the same world at different points in time.
See, the thing is, I don't know whether it's necessarily. I don't know if it is different. But I suppose timelines, yes, to a certain degree, but they are. You know, I think they don't describe it as timelines. It's described as worlds. That's how it's described by Sephiroth.
Yeah, so I suppose it is different from Dark then.
Different worlds. But
Dark is the same place, but different times.
Yes, Glenn. I mean, I must admit, we've not actually played Era Crisis, so I wasn't sure if he was like just completely new or what. I felt like they sort of didn't touch on that enough.
I'm quite confused about the Glenn thing.
Yeah, they must elaborate on that a lot more.
It was news to me too.
In
doubt anyone
the
in
third
the village
game.
had a clue.
So what is the deal with Glenn? So he's involved with Wutai?
Yeah, he's ex-soldier. That much we find out in the game.
Right.
So basically, I think he and Saruf, Viceroy Saruf, they're both ex-soldiers. Am I right in saying? So, yeah, and then they've come along, deserted, and ended up going, sort of forming the interim government with Wutai.
Right.
But then I must admit that's probably where my knowledge goes. Like why they're sort of conspiring with Shinra to bring about war, I'm not entirely sure.
But then he seems to have a lot of power over Rufus.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer, a life form in stasis. Professor Gast named this life form Genova. MEGL 77-1977. Genova. Verified as an ancient. MEGL 9/13/1977. Genova project approved. So, they named the life form Genova. And once they understood what she was, they grew ambitious.
Hey, Sephiroth. What you got there?
Leave me be.
I love this scene, the way they've recreated it.
Yeah.
And that was it. He stayed holed up in the basement. Reading, like a man possessed.
Yeah, there's little musical references in there as well.
We got Genova. A locked reactor door. The name of Sephiroth's mother. And ancients. Screw it.
Let's just go talk to him.
Anywhere. May as well just ask the guy.
I was about to do it without this sword. I was like, right, I'm going to take that. Yeah.
Apparently they added some updates to the game so you can have more story about young Sephiroth and Glenn.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait, in First Soldier? Or in... not in this one, I'm guessing. Or in this?
Cloud. I've come across the most fascinating passage.
in Ever
The
Crisis. That would make
specimen
sense.
found in strata dating back 2,000 years smiled with what could only be described as ethereal grace. Though the truth eluded me at first, I later determined that she was an ancient. Or a
She's not
steward,
farting on camera.
as they are referred to in legend. She needed a name, and so I dubbed her Genova. The Genova project was approved soon after. A bold initiative to resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception. Or rather, my creation. The crowning glory of Professor Gas' wondrous experiment.
He created you?
Oh no.
Oh,
He's gone
dear.
nuts.
I should go. Mother is waiting.
Hey! Hey, hold on!
And then he whacks you.
Whacks you into the wall. Oh,
I
God.
still remember when I first played this. It was as epic in the original as it is now.
Well, in the original game, nothing like that actually happened. At this particular time. There's a time later on when something happens, but not at that time.
I'm sure there's a scene where when you cloud,
keep
you get
asking
thrown
myself,
back. Like that.
Why couldn't I have come to sooner?
Don't think so.
If I had, maybe I could have saved the village.
I remember, like, in present day, when you go back there, he throws some materia at you and then disappears.
Tried.
So knocks you back from throwing some materia at you. But that was in present day.
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
That must be what I'm thinking of.
I think he just walks past you in the flashback and says, "I'm going to see my mother," and then starts.
He flies out over your head. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Present day, thank you. Alright, I'll get on with it then. Ah! Don't run through the fire. Won't let me run through the fire, that's a good thing.
Yeah, how does everything get on fire all of a sudden? I guess.
In this case, he's obviously been knocked out for a bit.
He has,
so
yeah.
time has passed, whereas in the original, yes, he walks out and suddenly everywhere's a light.
Mom.
Yeah, they did this bit really well.
Yeah.
But
Is it true? Sephiroth did this? Oh, it was him, all right. And he's still here. So keep your eyes peeled.
I still don't like being forced to walk at a slow pace, though.
Yeah, that bit I could have done without that. I get trying to slow him down.
Why would he?
Yeah, we might head to Rocket Town based on what's just happened, because I guess where things left off, you've got the tiny Bronco, don't you?
Yeah, somehow the tiny Bronco's able to fly again.
And everyone's sad. Well, they were fixing it, weren't they?
Yeah,
and then
but
everyone's sad, obviously, with what's happened with Aerith.
Hold on, Mom. I'm coming.
So maybe Sid suggests they go to Rocket Town.
Yeah, although he does also say, Cloud's like, yep, he's headed north. Sephiroth's headed north.
True.
So, and
maybe
that is
they
the direction you
start
go.
to do that, but then something happens that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think Rocket.
Rocket Town's going to feature, of course. because of you know, obviously one of the sort of, assuming they keep all them sort of main bits in, you end up going to space at one point, and you need the rocket to do that.
How the hell they're going to do that? I mean, well, it's not going to be difficult to do, but it's just, it's so random that you go to space.
But you remember why? How that all came
isn't
about?
it to do with huge materia? Like, it wasn't his dream to go fly a rocket.
Well, Sid was going to go into space,
and then it didn't happen.
Then he basically he aborted the launch because Shira.
Yes,
Shira, how
which is why he's eternally pissed off with her.
Yeah. Obviously cared enough for her to sort of stop it from happening, but yeah, obviously still holds a bit of a grudge against her. But obviously, like they hijack the rocket because they basically want to rescue the materia that they're going to ram into Meteor to try and blow it up. But yeah, obviously the fact that's the whole
security officer. Oh, there he is! I didn't notice that.
Did you not register that?
No.
But I think basically he's lying on the floor because of what's just about to happen.
Yeah.
So that's
well,
why I'm sure
I know we then see it through his eyes, and that's actually Cloud.
But no, I think that's why
oh, that's why he's saying it, because it's already happened.
Yeah, I think this part here, I reckon, has just happened, but obviously we've seen it.
Interesting, yeah.
You have to leave. You have to live.
Yes, the Great Glacier does come before the Northern Crater.
Isn't it wild that in the original, Aerith dies, and then next thing you're doing like bloody snowboarding?
Don't worry, I got you. Come on, let's get you up.
And of course the thing is, he may well have seen it from this perspective before. He would have just obviously not been as a soldier. Lying on the floor like that. That this probably did happen like this, it's just that obviously he's not
Although Sephiroth didn't kill him.
Yeah. Not entirely sure why.
Maybe he didn't see him, maybe...
Yeah.
There he is! Sephiroth!
Yeah, that whole section, Sam, like post Northern Crater, I am really looking forward to how they do it, and I really hope they do it justice. Based on everything we've seen so far, I think they will.
Yeah,
but it's like, why are you guys just standing there? Just shoot him! Yeah, I'm thinking I'm hearing
I'll go and
a child as well.
I'll go and check.
Yep. I'm only crawling. I might still be here by the time you get back. How long this section bloody takes. You'd think the mayor would have done something by now. The way that he's gone and done this.
False alarm, I think.
Oh, false alarm?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I think it might have been it might have even been a baby crying in this, which...
I guess it could have been. Would you like to sit down?
It's cool.
I'll move back then.
I will in a sec, I'll just check that then it's not them. It is warm.
It is definitely very warm.
Do you subscribe to the Chadley is evil?
Sephiroth!
Then, Sam. I mean, he's a creation of Hojo, isn't he? So...
He is.
I would be quite happy to beat Chadley up, to be honest.
I must admit, I was getting annoyed and saying, "Don't worry, even incomplete scenarios can, simulations can provide me with useful data." It's like, fuck off! You try battling like all these bloody summons, and then Gilgamesh, and then Sephiroth.
Oh, that fire scene.
Yeah, I know.
Literally fire.
I followed Sephiroth all the way back to the reactor.
Dad and
Oh, right, let me in.
When Sephiroth showed up, Dad decided that he was going to confront him. Dad. It was Sephiroth, wasn't it? He did this, didn't he? Sephiroth. Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this!
To think you see that scene like so early in Remake as well. As if Sephiroth would just leave his sword there as well. I always thought it was a bit of a plot hole, or maybe a mistranslation in the original game. So they make it out that only Sephiroth can use that sword, and yet somehow Tifa picks it up and is able to try and attack him. I mean, admittedly, it fails.
She struggles, yeah.
Mother, I have come for you. Now open the way for me.
I wonder whether Omnislash is going to feature, like, as a limit break you can use, or whether it will just be at the end.
You burned my village!
Maybe you'll unlock it for hard mode in part 3.
Maybe.
After finishing the first playthrough.
Maybe. Surely... Yeah. Surely you would have just let go and run by that point. Yeah. The required sacrifice has been made. The door is now open.
You promised you'd save me. If I was ever trapped or in trouble.
It's making me think now about what the truth is going to look like. Is it just going to be exactly the same, but with him in a Shinra uniform, and she's saying that because she's remembering that promise of Cloud, but not realizing it's actually him taking her away. Whereas obviously it's been blended a bit here, shall we say?
Yeah.
Here I am, your son. Mother. Together
I love
we
this
will
cutscene.
reclaim our world.
Like when he pulls her out
I
and
know
there's the...
exactly how we can do that. The promised land.
Sephiroth!
Mother. They have come again. The ones who robbed you of the planet. Your planet. But there's no need to be sad, Mother. Because I'm here for you. Now and forever.
That's brilliant. The music and the atmosphere and everything is like, oh my god!
Even with the old school graphics, that was a fucking awesome
yes.
scene, wasn't it?
Indeed, Sam. So is it going to be a bit of an amalgamation of what we've seen here and what actually happened?
My village! My home!
They were mine by right. This planet too, for I have been chosen.
I believed in you.
Not you! Whoever the hell you are!
Sephiroth just pulls out his stupidly long sword out of nowhere.
Yeah. Seeing the way the camera changed between those two just made me think of the intro of Final Fantasy VIII. I really want a remake of 8 too.
And that's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news. I remember watching it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
Good save. Just about.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
Don't know about alive so much as around?
That's probably a better way of putting it.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Because
To fuck with Cloud.
he wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Jenova stuff.
Time for bed.
Yep.
Excuse me. Guess the travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels as stiff as a board.
Let me take a look.
Girly massage time.
You weren't kidding,
I love
were
their
you?
friendship. It's really
Let's
cute.
get you back to the room.
Yeah, let's just call it a night. No amount of guesswork will get us any closer to the truth. So how about we give our heads a rest? Oh, no, you don't. That bed's mine.
Sweet dreams.
See you tomorrow.
Yep. Get used to sleeping on a chair again.
Hey, Aerith? You awake?
Barely. Why?
I was just about to drop off.
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
Just had a feeling you'd know.
Probably did at one point. All that stuff was taken from
Agreed,
me.
Pam. What's with these useless blankets?
Maybe erased?
I like my feet out of the duvet.
What, as much as they have?
I mean, no, not really. It might be hot. I don't know. I've always got to have one foot out.
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
Oh, they're kind of on top of the
This
duvet,
is
though,
gonna
aren't they?
sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
That was a bit of a surprise to me, the fact they referenced that straight away.
But then it allows Cloud and Tifa to have their little sort of argument, doesn't it? Which I quite like, because it sets up the whole Cloud not being okay with Tifa. Like, it makes things difficult, doesn't it?
Yeah, it adds an extra element to it, doesn't it?
And then sets up for later on.
Yeah.
Cloud, you up?
In fact, he still feels the need to take his sword with him.
It's probably just habit from being a soldier. Well, not being a soldier, but... Yeah, you guys were saying about how you felt conflicted about Aerith's death, like, as in, you felt mixed about it. Yeah, like, when we played it, I don't know about you, I didn't cry, didn't feel sad, because I was too busy trying to work out, okay, what does this all mean? What's going on here? Whereas, yeah, it's interesting, like, I've seen on YouTube, like, a lot of the reactions to people playing it. Everyone's, like, in floods of tears. I don't get that from it, because I don't know what's happening yet. Like,
I've got sort of ideas, but at the same time, I don't know if it's actually true. I've just got my sort of own interpretation of it. I've not really sort of read too much into other stuff. A bit more like what I normally do, to be honest.
I quite like the thought that, obviously, Cloud is seeing her. I think like, Cloud is seeing... someone said, like, how did they pronounce it? Basically, like, Genova pretending to be Aerith. Like, Cloud is seeing sort of a version of her, and no one else is seeing her. So, yeah.
I'd say I was there thinking this might be something we would discuss, like, when it actually comes to the ending, like, at the end of this, series of streams. There's certainly something that's sort of come in my mind is like, okay, there's the whole thing with what happened at the City of the Ancients. And then there's, like, various things. So basically, like, one of the things that I saw... I'm sorry, Cloud, you're just going to have to sit there and, like, leave Tifa hanging there for a second while we say about this. There's these little...
Carry on.
What are you doing?
Just going to go look at Tifa. Oh, she's not there.
She's not here.
Oh, never mind. I'll go look at Barrett then.
Go look at Barrett then, yeah, while he's just snoozing his head off. But there's a little reference to, like, when worlds seem to be sort of, like... like the sort of... The different worlds are sort of coming together a bit because there's that sort of rainbowy sort of effect.
Yes, at the end, yeah.
So basically, like... And I personally think what happened with... with Aerith, because, like, Cloud deflected the sword, so we thought. But then somehow Aerith still died. And I think it's something to do with the fact that because the last thing we saw, like, just before that whole Forgotten Capital part was that Cloud was with Aerith in one of the other worlds. She pushed him back through and Sephiroth came in. So I don't know if it's a case of, like, the fact that he'd got her in that sort of world, and then the fact that then the worlds came together, that's why she died in that world, in present day as well. So something like that. That's certainly how I interpreted it. But then also the fact that at the end, after you've defeated Sephiroth, he's flown off, and you sort of come back to present day, you're walking up, like, there's everyone, well, the rest of the party sort of around Aerith, lying there. And Cloud walks up, and then suddenly it goes into another thing where, like, it's just him there, and there's the rainbow effect again. He sort of picks her up, says, hey, wake up, and she wakes up. And then there's a weird thing afterwards, because in that scene where, like, they're all getting upset while they're repairing the plane, Aerith can be... Well, Cloud can see Aerith wandering around, but obviously no one else can. And then obviously the fact that he can see the rift in the sky, but no one else can. And the way it sort of came across to me was like, is he sort of like in a bit of a weird sort of like state where actually he is sort of like slightly between the worlds as well?
Is that because his consciousness is kind of fragmenting? And obviously you have the bit when Tifa has to help him, when he's trying to piece together, when it splits into 3 in the OG, and then is it sort of his consciousness and, like, is that fragmented or starting to fragment?
Yes, maybe. But that's how I certainly interpret it. Is that, like, he's maybe still seeing Aerith in a way because she's alive in another world somewhere else, and he's able to sort of see into that. And I was wondering if it was relevant to the fact, I said earlier on about how the only characters I was aware of being actually present properly in more than one world as such that we've seen are Cloud and Aerith. Although, like I said, Kyrie also ends up being in the sort of the same world and in present day as well.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Oh, Logan said, but Red felt Aerith, so that would lend sort of credence to the fact she might be alive in another world.
Because he sensed her, didn't he? But couldn't see her.
Yeah.
It seemed, even though like, obviously it looked like she was right there.
Yeah.
There you go. Rasmus, hello there. Good to see you. Should we carry on?
If you want to for a bit.
Oh, you missed it, did you, Steph?
Did I wake you?
Didn't realise.
Oh, Elmira's in the other world too.
What's going on?
Yeah, but we don't see her. We don't actually see her in this world.
Really? There's just
That's why.
I need to ask you. So, can we talk?
Sure.
Great, but not here. Follow
Are we
me.
assuming that she dies in Sector... Is it Sector 7?
I don't think we're assuming that Elmira is dead.
Alright.
I certainly haven't. This was obviously something that made no sense initially. Why is Sephiroth here? How's he come about from here?
So, who is she? Or rather, what is she?
Of course. Remember Broden?
Yep.
Ex-soldier Broden, i.e. carries Genova cells in him.
Yeah.
Who later turns into one of the black hooded figures because he's being called. That's the reason why Sephiroth suddenly appears in front of Cloud. And obviously the first time he did, I may not necessarily know, because I'm thinking, why are we now focusing on the guy sleeping downstairs?
I thought Sephiroth could just appear regardless of... Does he need to have
he tends
the
to...
reunion people around?
I think every time Cloud sees him, it's because there is either a robed figure or someone who carries... That seems to be the case from what I've seen.
That's true, because then at the swamp, there's some as well, isn't there?
There's one in the swamp, he thinks it's Sephiroth, and everyone's just like, I don't see him. Where is he?
Anyway.
There's something I need to ask you too.
Sure.
Alright then.
That night, 5 years ago, at the reactor, I saw you lying there. Saw your wound and all the blood. I figured it was too late.
Yeah? Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter? Can't believe I'm having this conversation with you, but here we are. Here, look. My scar.
Wait.
After you left, Zangan found me. He's the one who brought me to the clinic. He risked his life carrying me out of the reactor and down the river. Wasn't just him though. There's the doctor who operated on me all night, and the nurses who looked after me for days on end. I'm here now because they were there for me then. And where were you again? In fact, where have you been this whole time? For 5 years.
You know I can't tell you that.
Of course you can't.
No, show us the boobs.
Sorry.
Can I get a closer look?
It's like, look at the scar. Just look at the scar.
I mean, that whole exchange there, she's sort of basically suggesting, it's like, where the fuck have you been? And I said it because in the original game, I remember like the whole piecing Cloud back together section. He remembers what actually happened about how he was there, and she actually didn't realise that he was there. But, so he did do something. But the whole thing, the fact he's basically been experimented on for 5 years is never really I mean, there is a scene, if you go back to Shinra Manor and go into the basement, it sort of shows about the fact they were being experimented on, and then Zack gets them out, and then Zack's killed, basically as they get to Midgar. but I hope in a way, and I'm pretty sure they're going to, based on what happens when they go back to Nibelheim, and this just before you fight the Galian Beast. They start referencing the fact that he was being experimented on, and I wonder, you know, whether they're going to Tifa's going to have that realization of like, shit, you weren't not here by choice. You know, basically you've been trapped for years, and that's why you've not been around for so long, sort of thing. The other thing I'm going to reference is the fact, obviously, the whole lifting the shirt up sort of thing. There's a funny comment I saw. It's like, oh, Sephiroth's such a dude. He's come along and managed to get Tifa to flash him twice. what a bro, you know. Anyway, pass it back. Yoink. Good to see there. Oh, Kaz just borrowed the controller.
I just borrowed the controller while Sherbs was yapping. I just thought I'd look at the scenery. I just noticed the clock in the room says like 5:15, and so does the clock tower. Because I was like, oh, is the clock just stopped in the room? So I'm like, are we supposed to believe this is 5:45 in the evening? Because they're all saying
in the morning.
They've stayed up that long talking.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe.
I thought we could just pick up where we left off, like nothing had changed. But I guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
I was so happy to see you again, but maybe I shouldn't have been.
Ouch.
Yeah, when this came about, and I sort of felt it for the first time, I was there thinking, oh shit, I don't want those two to be fighting.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a lot more confrontational. You're right, Pam.
Yeah.
She just kind of lets it slide, doesn't she, in the original, I think?
Best to leave him alone for now. She just basically sort of pretends that basically he was telling the truth. Made it out that, like I say, I was scared of what would happen if I corrected you, basically.
We have enough problems as it is. Copy?
Night.
Why are you sleeping that way around on the bed? Why is he sleeping that way around on the bed?
Hey, I've completed chapter 1 and half of
Well
14.
done.
Woo! 13 more to go. Welcome to chapter 2. A new journey begins, and given the time it is, I think that's pretty a good time to bring it to a close.
Yeah, probably.
Obviously, next time out, chapter 2 is going to have our first side quests to do, which I will be doing because...
Yeah, we'll do everything on camera, won't we?
We will do everything on camera. I'm not going to be doing anything else on this. But we will leave that there. So it's now... HP and MP fully restored. So you do get your MP back. Well, in this case, we have anyway.
All right.
Like in remake hard mode, you got your MP refreshed every chapter. Maybe it's not the case with every chapter though. Maybe it's slightly different in some cases. But you know, thankfully that sort of a couple of moments in that was thinking, okay, got hit by the big attacks, but thankfully, you know, on the most part, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But there probably are going to be some more difficult parts.
You didn't wipe at all, did you?
Nope.
Nice.
No wipe. No. I'm hoping that that's going to be the case most of the way through, but I'm expecting it will happen at some point.
It'll happen at some point.
It'll definitely happen at some point. You know, when I come along and misjudge something, or be like, you know, I said that there are a few points throughout the game where I'm a little bit more concerned, shall we say? I mean, to be honest, chapter 13, just with how much there is going on in that chapter, I'm quite worried about. But also chapter 11, because there's five manuscripts, because there's like 5 bosses just in that one chapter. But then you do switch between parties.
Will you do the Queen's Blood matches? Which ones? Like the... Yeah, which ones? I mean, we love Queen's Blood, both of us, so...
Enjoyed Queen's Blood. I've done the whole of the Queen's Blood story in my sort of normal mode playthrough. Do they make... Is it sort of opened up again and you have to do the whole thing again here?
I mean, we want that Red 13 cutscene, don't we? So, yeah, we'll be doing all of those, I imagine.
Now, Kel, you didn't get anybody in Chapter 8.
Wait, you were just on your own?
Yeah, it does happen. Like, you know, I think you get to the point where you hear a knock at the door and he opens the door and it's like, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, must have been my imagination sort of thing.
Who's admiring our poster? Sam. Yeah, they're actually disc plates. So, yeah. can't remember who designed that one, but yeah, we love our displays.
We did. We've got some good displays around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pam saying that's technically the Barrett date. I thought there was a Barrett date though for that one.
Yeah, there is a Barrett date. What?
In Chapter 8 as well, because you get the Chapter
I don't
8
know.
one. I can't remember Chapter 8. I can't remember. Yeah.
Oh well. Apparently Yuffie's the hardest to get. When we finish, we can maybe watch all the ones we didn't get.
Yeah, I mean, I've been going through them just on my other playthrough from the perspective of, you know, just ticking them off basically, because it does let you choose who you're going to do. No, thoroughly enjoyed that. I've been really looking forward to getting into that and doing it. So we are planning to be
nice
back.
To be back, isn't it?
It is very nice to be back, and it's good to see so many of you back in the chat. So yeah, thanks for being patient and waiting for us and coming back when the time was right. Hoping to do another one of these tomorrow.
Yes.
So we'll do Chapter 2. I mean, Chapter 2 certainly will be longer just from the perspective of doing the side quests as well. If we focus just on story, it's probably not going to take very long.
Mm-hmm.
But there's side quests to do, and I want to do the side quests just to get the manuscripts and try to like max out everyone's abilities. I don't need to for trophy purposes, but I'd like to if I can. See how I get on with the side quests as well. Depending on how long it all takes, because I think there will be the ability to fast travel, you know, already, whereas obviously the first time round you obviously have to explore around and get all the towers.
You might be able to go into Chapter 3.
Yeah, I might be able to go into Chapter 3, and Chapter 3 is just a story chapter. There's nothing extra to do in it, so we might be able to do both.
Oh, so there we go. Have a good rest of your day, evening,
yes,
whatever you're doing.
Indeed. So you're stopping from yakking. It's like, right, stop yakking now. It's time to go to sleep.
Well, I've got the munchies, and it's 12:30 here, and yeah, I'm peckish. Squish 2's got swimming tomorrow at like 9:30, so
yeah,
best get going.
Yes,
but
nice one. Thanks,
nice
guys.
to be back, and we'll see you guys soon.
See you tomorrow, hopefully.
Bye.
Cheers.